let's see. What we got in the list?
Death?
I mean, potentially, given the question.
Excellent.
The question to start us off tonight is, where does your character see themselves in 20 years?
Oh, that's easy. I'm still going to be just having a good old time with Maz.
Nice. Wholesome. How about you, Miles? Are you also having a good old time?
Maz is going to be the thief king of a grand community of thieves that all worship Ronka.
All
Yeah.
right.
And also having a good time with Bros.
As long as we're together, we'll be fine.
Well, yeah, she'd never leave Bros behind.
And same, I would never leave Maz behind.
Nice. Lofty goals. Lofty goals. Cool. How about you, Honker? Do you have a concept of 20 years passing?
No. No concept of time yet.
I was gonna say I don't think Honkers even has a concept of like 1 year passing.
No, it's Honker would currently fail the shopping trolley experiment, probably.
All right. Well, that is understandable. All right. How about Grotus?
Grotus, he's got, man, I fucking live my life 1/4 mile at a time. Kind of like Cool Hand Luke. He ain't got no fucking plan. It's just you living, man. That's the whole thing. I ain't got no life. All I got's a living.
Where will Grotus be in 20 years? Probably the bottom of a bottle.
He'll either be like pickled and aging in reverse due to like his laughing at death transcendental mindset, where he just like the fucker's gonna outlive us all. Like,
all right.
I was just gonna say, Grotus is going to be the last one alive of this group.
Right, yeah, his organs are already like halfway pickled, so he's pretty preserved. Or the other part would just be like, again, another quote: "To be gone, reduced to atoms." You know, just like adrift in the astral sea, like peeing in the ocean. That feeling.
I mean, it's like that one spell. Like, if you choose to do like a will save and ignore that death is real, and pass, it just doesn't exist for you.
It's like Sandman. Death is a mug's game.
All right, and I know we have not quite yet met Nini, but I know you're in a bit of a precarious situation right now. But what are you thinking about 20 years from now? If that is even something that is in your mind.
I think they just jumped back in.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think they missed your question.
Oh. So it was where does your character see yourself 20 years from now, Bazo?
In an insane asylum.
In an insane asylum. Yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean, that doesn't have to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they got good mental health institutions here in Pathfinder world. I can never remember what it's called.
Has like far better healthcare system than the real world.
Probably. I mean, we got magic. That's got to count for something.
I mean, at the very least, they probably got good food.
Yeah.
I have to look that up now. What the fuck is Pathfinder world called?
Galarian.
Galarian, that's right. That's right. Okay. Couldn't think of what it was off the top of my head.
Yeah, that sounds like someplace that would have good healthcare.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd hear in an ad on TV. You know,
That sounds like
talk
a
to your
fancy
doctor
spa.
before being prescribed Galarian.
Sounds like a health spa to me.
Or a health spa. Yeah. All right.
Pill, what would it treat?
Please do not take Galarian if you are allergic to Galarian.
If you are pregnant or you think you might become pregnant.
And the side effects are worse than the condition it treats.
Yeah, right.
Side effects may include
Death.
brain aneurysms, ulcers, involuntary bleeding, and death.
Priapism with a priapism.
It's not funny. I had a patient who had priapism.
Oh no. That
Yo,
poor
guys.
guy.
Last anus.
That poor guy. Ow. All right. Let me pop up a map here. Fresher memories here.
Real.
All that's coming up when I try to load Fantasy Grounds is the initial loading screen with a red exclamation mark, and then it closes.
Oh, jeez.
That seems okay.
Let me see if I can find any information about that. Fantasy Grounds. Red.
So I just need to reload it, reinstall it.
Maybe.
Just to check, it is Fantasy Grounds Unity, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the right one there. Let's see. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, you might need to try reloading it, or
Broke it.
yeah. See, crashing when launched. It starts to load. Okay. Yeah, at least a couple of the things it's saying is, you know, try reinstalling, and then also double checking that it isn't being like blocked by any sort of like firewall or internet security type thing, so it can communicate. So I guess give that a whirl.
Properties don't block it, right?
Yeah, I think for that I mean, I know at least when I installed it on mine, it just did the usual pop-up when I started setting up, like when I tried to connect to stuff, and it was like, do you want to allow this to go through your network? And it was like, yeah. I don't think there's anything more complex you have to do than that. Unless you have like some sort of something else installed like on your computer that you need to like add it to an exceptions list or something. But that would be my guess. That and reinstalling I'd give those a go.
Holy.
But in the meantime, rest of you. What did we get up to last time?
Well,
Some
Honker
big
proved
old
that he's
shenanigans.
scary.
Yeah, Honker was a little scary.
I don't know. Maz thought he was pretty cool.
I mean, like, it's
She wants to learn that trick.
It's awesome, but it's kind of terrifying.
I mean,
Grotus likes to
you
see
don't like
shenanigans.
destruction.
Grotus likes shenanigans. That seemed like evil shenanigans, but he's
They
not.
don't-
He's not judging. It's more like a baby cat playing with its food to see how sharp its claws are. He's learning.
All right.
But yeah, Honker did solo 2 dinosaurs while we were kung fu fighting in a separate curtain room.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we were struggle bussing hard.
With like birds.
Yeah. He used IEDs and terrifying, like, toxic laughter.
I mean, technically, it was actually 3. The first one just like died immediately.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
was
right,
at the
it got
epicenter
blown
of the fucking IED. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always send Honker in first.
If only, you might de-escalate things.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Honker's the tiny, unassuming little poppet dude, and they'll be like, "Oh, cute," and then he explodes. And
I'm sorry, have you seen Honker's picture?
I mean, fair.
He's
Actually, with
surfer-
my abilities and stuff, I could like wander into a room and just like fall over and pretend I'm a doll until somebody comes and like picks me in the Jack in the Box up, and then I'm just like, surprise, motherfucker.
I guess you could, yeah.
What's so beautiful and terrifying about Honker? I love it.
Chaos.
Complete and utter chaos.
Oh man.
Oh, I have a brilliant idea.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's never good.
Plans formulating. But yeah, so we found ourselves in the Aaron Tower, and we still are there, just up a floor this time, poking around, trying to find out what's going on. We keep having stuff change and shift around from orb business going on upstairs. Still haven't gotten quite up to that point, but I'm sure we'll get there a little later today. But yeah, most of the first floor, there was, a lot of these Zolgas, these kind of lizardy dudes, and various strange creatures that you'd never seen before that were also kind of lizards but big. Not that it matters too much now because they're all dead. But yeah, you rooted around down there, looted a few things, got some interesting items, and made your way up the staircase. Still haven't. I mean, you guys had that weird warning message when you guys initially came, y'all, or well, at least not all of you. I think everybody but like one or two of you heard.
I think it was just Grotus.
Oh wait, no,
or
I think
just Honker.
yeah, it was. I think maybe it was just Grotus and Honker, who heard that.
And it was saying,
weird...
"Get out."
Yeah, you heard like kind of a frenzied telepathic message in your head about, get out. Like it's a warning to stay away from something. You're not sure what that was from. You haven't come across anything like that yet.
But this ziggurat tower is being consumed by vines and foliage, along with the beat of some infernal hammering up top.
Well, it was previously consumed by vines and foliage. That was a few. It seems to kind of cycle through every once in a while. A few things. You've had everything was covered in vines and foliage. You've had like what felt like some kind of earthquake. You've had the entire tower being filled with a thick fog. And like each time it changes, like there's like this wave of energy you feel kind of go through the place, and like everything that was there or everything that was like added previously just kind of disappears, and whatever new hell it decides to unleash appears.
Neat.
Weird ass back.
Yeah, balance. Something with the balance is getting a little fucky in here. But yeah, you find yourself at the top of the stairs, kind of a little narrow hallway right up against the wall here, and there is a larger room to the north and to the south of you. You can hear to the north, or at least Maz and Honker, you guys are kind of toward that northern end. Like from what you can see from here, you can see some kind of faint, glowing, something faintly glowing over in the larger room to the north. You're not really sure what it is from where your position is at. And to the south, at least I think it would just be Grotus and, well, Scorch too.
You can't see the.
Oh, you can't see that. Well, that's weird. Everyone can see except for you. Hold on, let me try re-adding your.
It would be because Grotus doesn't have.
Oh, that's right. There's dark. It's dark. That's right. I forgot
Be
that.
good, scrub.
That's true.
Fucking light up the cave, Scout.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, everybody can see except for Grotus. It looks like clicking through.
Look, Grotus, you know this is an issue. You should bring your own torch.
I can fight blind.
I can make fire. Do we have anything to set on fire?
No, hold on. I'll figure out something else.
Are you sure?
Well, in that case, at least towards the south, while you can't really see anything, you kind of hear some strange like groans and something shuffling around to the south of where you guys are at. So.
Oh my god, it's zombies.
Well, my interest is piqued.
Oh, here, let me.
Oh my god, we can set the zombies on fire. And
Oh my
then
god, that
Grotus
would be
can
so
see.
cool.
Grotus, I figured it out.
Grotus, I know that we had. I thought we had this. There's an ever-burning torch in the party sheet.
Oh, yeah, if there's one in there, feel free to grab it.
I can happily use it so that your hands are free if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it doesn't make fire.
That's true. It is just
That's good
light.
for hunker.
Not real fire.
Bow fire.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure how do I. Is there a way to like give vision to Grotus so he doesn't just see in a black screen?
You got two options. Like, probably your easiest way for tonight is to like unlock the map and just light the whole dungeon up.
Hmm.
Okay. Your other option is you can make a torch token and give it light somehow.
Hmm.
I don't know how though.
That sounds complicated.
I think what I might do, just since we have this ever burning torch, and everybody else has dark vision, I might just like put that on Crotus's character sheet and just it's not actual dark vision. He can just see because you have a torch.
Temporary dark vision.
There.
Yeah, I've been meaning to look into it, so I can look up how to do the like make a torch token and stuff because it'd be kind of there's some uses. Yeah, so I'll.
That's
figure it
fair.
out.
Yeah.
Get back to you on that.
Okay.
And whatnot. But yeah, put dark vision on him and it should work.
Yeah, it looks like it did. When I click on his token now, he's got the
I see.
vision
I
radius.
can see.
He can see. He can dance. He can sing.
We'll just give Grotus an eye transplant.
Yeah, we gave him a magical eye infusion just now, so free eye care.
See, this is the great healthcare ever.
We have vision and dental included in the
Whoa.
party.
Whoa! I don't need this woke shit in my RPG. Okay.
Look, some of us are poor and need good health care.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we all are part of a circus, so and we probably could use some good health care for all the falling off of things, and getting shot out of cannons and whatnot.
I need a good burn center.
All right, so north or south? What are we doing?
South.
South. All right. Token should be unlocked, so you should be free to scoot around if you wish. So, heading to the south down here, this is a decently large room, and you can see that there is the floor has kind of collapsed in the southern part of this room. And oh, hello, pumpkin.
I was gonna say I heard him through your mic.
Yeah, that was him jumping up in my lap. Hi, buddy. But yeah, the southern half of this room is all kind of collapsed, kind of similar to how the floor and to the southern part of the area below was also a bit collapsed. But you're hearing this kind of strange, pained, almost kind of pitiful groaning coming from this pit. It looks like it's about 15 feet deep of a hole. From where you guys are right now, you can't make out anything that's down in there, but you can hear something.
You gone over to the edge.
All right. So you head over to the edge here, and you're met with kind of a strange sight. more. This whole place has been full of things that you've never seen before, and this is no different. They are vaguely humanoid, but they seem to have they seem to be covered in all these like strange lumps of flesh. It's almost like it's almost like if it was someone who was taken by some like extremely horribly disfiguring disease or something that like rotted away parts of them or something. You're not quite sure. It's pretty horrible actually.
It's leprosy.
Perhaps. Here's a picture of what they look like.
Holy jeeps.
Yep, leprosy.
Leprosy. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has like this humanoid torso, but below that it's kind of goes into this fleshy mass, and it's just kind of groaning. And when you guys get up to the edge here, it catches sight of you, and it almost seems to fly into a bit of a rage. It can't seem to really do much about it down in this pit, but it kind of scrabbles at the edge with its really deformed hands with what seem to be some kind of claws at the end, but like the fingers are all distended in strange directions. Just horribly pitiful creature. It seems like let me see. I wonder if this is something that if anybody might know about. Who
Clown lore apply?
Or Underworld?
I don't think clown lore would apply here. This would probably be more occultism. I'm just taking a look
Would
if anybody.
dark clown lore apply?
Dark clown. Perhaps. Okay, we might give a pass for dark clown lore.
Oh wait, you said occultism?
Yeah, I'd say probably occultism.
Bitch, I'm trained in that.
All right.
Ew.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Let's see what we know.
All right, so you three, while you haven't seen like this particular sort of thing before, you guys did used to work for kind of a shitty large circus, one that especially trafficked in the realms of kind of the freak show side of things, kind of abusive sort of stuff. And among all of the things that would come through and would get used in this show, there were people who were referred to as flesh warps, which are people who had been radically transformed by things like magic or alchemy or unnatural energies. In some cases with them, they still looked fairly normal. In other cases, they had been turned into something completely different. But basically, magic or science gone wrong that had basically, turned people or parts of them kind of inside out and warped their flesh and bone and sinew into something unholy.
Hey, ugly. Hey, ugly, you talk?
Yeah.
It kind of continues
Not
to...
you, gorgeous. Stay there. Stay back.
It continues to kind of groan and scrape at the edge of this pit. You don't make out anything intelligible at all. Everybody roll a perception check for me as you're just kind of looking down at this thing and down at this pit here. So, Braz, Maz, the two of you notice, kind of looking around down here, you notice in kind of the darkness, there are a couple other of these that are down here, but they seem to be dead. They are not moving. They are not making any sounds. They seem to have died down here. You also notice in a couple places just around the pit, there seem to be remnants of pretty regular clothing. The kind of clothing you would see perhaps, farmers from the town of Aberton, or, just kind of regular peasant-y type garb. A lot of it is in tatters, but you're able to make out at least that there are some kind of normal clothes down here, or what's left of them, and from that you kind of infer that perhaps these people, like, something real nasty happened to these people, and these were maybe some of the ones that had disappeared in recent months from Aberton.
Should we put it out of its misery or just leave it?
Oh my god,
So,
Buzz, do you think it ate those people?
I'm trying not to think about it.
I keep it distracted while you sneaky types go take a look over that shit over there.
It is down in a 15-foot deep pit, so you would have to kind of go down into the pit itself if you wanted to look at things down in there.
That's what I'm saying. I might be saying forming a plan. If I can keep it distracted, that people can stealthily get into the pit, have a look around.
I ain't going down there.
Maz isn't going down 15 feet. That's like 5 times as tall as she is.
I could football throw Honker, but then he'd have to make the return trip sneakily while I kept the thing distracted.
I'll do it if it'll make you proud of me.
No.
Healthy relationship.
This ain't it, dog. This ain't it.
I'll do it for you.
Oh, God.
So, we can leave that shit down there and then clear it out when we want to get the villagers' remains. I'm sure some people appreciate that kind of crap. People always like to have some of the leftover carbon after somebody's, soul's farted out of it. But since we have bigger fish to fry, we should probably just leave that thing to stick on its own for now.
Okay.
All right.
If anybody had any super useful shit on them, they would have used it to kill that guy. So Grotus just kind of like acts like he's shrugging it off, but he's drinking and puffing from his pipe a little bit more than normal as he just kind of tries to strut down this hall.
Grotus, you can't kill everything.
There's just not enough time.
I can kill Felix.
Baz, I just tried clearing the ownership on that sheet for you, just in case that helps. Let me know if you can see that at all. But let's see. So you guys are heading down this hallway here. The hallway to the west. You see ahead of you another kind of setup of these pillars of stone, blocking, but like not enough to like not pass through the hallway ahead, similar to what you saw down on the first floor in a couple places. You also see halfway towards those stone pillars is a curtain hanging across the hallway. This one is in much better shape than some of the curtains you'd seen kind of hanging around on the first floor. Those ones were pretty tattered. This one is kind of a rich velvet. It fills the whole space. Well kept, real nice, high quality curtain. It has an image embroidered into it of a storm cloud emitting lightning. You actually had seen some curtains like this in your travels around at the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning. As you guys kind of went around in there, sometimes in some of the rooms there had been curtains or things, and some of them had this pattern, and some of them were of this kind of curtain.
Gross is going to stand in front of the curtain, look over at the Goblin twin sisters and Honker, and then like make some like Navy SEALs hand motions that make no sense. But it all quickly will make sense as he just walks in dick first through the through the thing, expecting everyone to follow him. He doesn't
I don't know why
say.
he makes the signals at us.
He just does the Navy SEALs thing and then just walks straight in. Doesn't say anything, but walks in like he owns the place.
All right, so you come striding confidently through this curtain. One thing you notice as you like kind of touch the curtain, it gives you a weird kind of tingly feeling as you touch it and pass through, kind of like a prickling static electricity, and you get the scent of it's the scent of ozone. You don't know what ozone is, but it smells like storm.
The
And
air smells like air.
yeah, the air. This air smells like air. Uh,
Wonderful.
I cry out for magic. I feel it dancing in the air.
but beyond the curtain here, these chambers are crowded with furniture and, well, luxury furniture even. To the west, you see a massive 4-poster bed that is littered with colorful silk pillows. There's a nearby brass brazier that gives off bright light and is surrounded by thick carpets, pillows, crates full of clothing. There's a desk to the east that's covered in all sorts of notes and books, it looks like. And you see kind of over in the western corner, there is a woman standing. Her back was initially to you, but as you came kind of striding in here, dick first, as you say, she turns around to see you, and it's kind of a bit of a look of shock. Definitely didn't expect.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's the gym?
The Jin, who the hells are you? What are you doing here in this tower?
Oh, my name's Curtis Rankle. Just come through a pretty sweet place you got here.
Excuse me.
I was down at the Sacred Thunder powwow thing, man. I thought I saw you there.
Oh. You're from the Hermitage, are you?
I said I had been there. I ain't one of his, but I'm affiliated.
Well, if you're affiliated with the Hermitage, how is it that you came to find me here then?
Well, we're all gathering here for the big thing, right? That was the first part. Now it's the big dance, right? It's all hands on deck. I've been a fair weather friend before, but now we're in it to win it.
She kind of eyes you suspiciously. Roll me a
Deception?
Yeah, deception.
Hero point that.
Okay.
Grotus kind of stumbles over his words and sips his jug another time. What I meant to say was, yeah, I'm so happy to see you again. I thought I'd never find such peace as I did in that storm.
One second here.
I'm sorry, but I need to know what Braz is thinking in this moment.
So
All right.
many things. At first, what the hell are you talking about? But then also just amused to see Grotus basically professing his love for this person.
Oh, and this my niece. She's also down to join the thing.
Well, really? Is that so?
Yeah, she's lost her way, but you got an open mind for the right things.
Yeah, my uncle here is getting me on the right path.
Mm-hmm. Crooked like lightning.
An open mind, you say? And she's kind of turning and walking towards you, Grotus, and you find it hard to deny that she is pretty attractive, and she's walking in your direction, and you see this kind of hint of this red flame in her eyes as she's walking towards you. And
Grotus just says, "Oh shit, you're about to ruin my life." Grotus rubs his stomach and says, "You're about to ruin my fucking life."
And she gets this kind of this kind of wry grin on her face. It says, "Oh, with pleasure."
You know, I'm starting
And
to
she.
feel.
Oh, what was that, Bros?
Starting to feel like a third wheel here. Do I need to step out for you two?
Well, as she says this, she snaps one of her fingers, and
Shit.
and you see, kind of appearing out to the south on either side of the bed here, two what appear to be wolves. They actually look kind of like Scorch, but perhaps a little further along in that ritual process than Scorch was. Their fur is all tinged with this kind of blood red hue all throughout, and they both kind of step out of nowhere, it seems, on either side of this bed.
Oh, no thanks. I already have a wolf.
But so, we're moving real fast. I'm already meeting the dogs. Okay. With that, Grotus drops into stumbling stance.
All right. 1 second here. Let me get this.
And Honker drops into honking stance.
And what does that look like exactly?
Yeah. What is honking stance?
It's a similar It's like a bad approximation of the drunken stance, but I honk my nose every couple seconds.
It's delightful.
Maz
That
is
works. I can
actually
see
still
that.
out in the hallway, so she has no idea what the fuck is going on.
All right. Everybody in here, go ahead and all of you go ahead and roll initiative up. Where did the other one go? There's that one.
Yeah, you hear Grotus call out, "Little friends, cheese them!"
Honker, you
like
and Maz out in the hallway hear this.
Skate tried to pull a knife on me. Fuck it.
I like how I'm not even in the room and I rolled a nat 20 on my initiative.
Yeah, what the hell?
Just heard some
That will be
smooth
the
talking.
You were
only
ready.
20 I roll.
You were ready for some bullshit. That's what.
You heard that they're about to fight. This is not going to go. He's not working.
All right. So. Where? Hold on. For some reason, it's not showing up in the right spot. There we go. Okay. Top of the order with this woman here. She. Let's see. So she continues stepping towards you, Grotus. And as she gets closer to you here, roll a. Hold on, let me make sure I'm seeing how this works. Oh, okay. So, as she's walking towards you, Grotus, like, you continue to feel this kind of overwhelming attraction to her. And like you said, like you know full well that she would ruin your life, but it sounds kind of nice, actually. And for the moment, if you are doing any rolls in regards to deception or diplomacy, they have a -2.
That actually does matter for me because I use deception for fainting.
All right.
Shit, we hear her then.
So she continues walking towards you, and she straight up tries to like tackle hug you. Like she jumps at you and tries to grapple you. Let's see. I don't think we've done any grapples in Pathfinder. How the heck does this work? Oh, interesting. Okay. So grapple in Pathfinder. Let's see if it is weird as 5e is.
So an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC, you can grapple a target you already have grabbed or restrained without having hand free. On a reg success, your target is grabbed until the end of your next turn, unless you move or your target escapes. On a crit success, target is restrained until the end of your next turn, until you move or they escape.
Okay. So for this grapple, though, there is a bit of a different condition to it. This grapple rolls with it using a diplomacy bonus instead of athletics.
Interesting. So I guess it would probably still be my fortitude DC.
Yeah, whatever is your diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Charisma.
I mean, I don't have a DC for that because the save DCs are all based on like fortitude, reflex, or whatever.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
Yeah, she just uses her. I could be wrong, but it sounds like what you're saying is she uses her diplomacy roll in place of the athletics check. It'd still be against the same DC.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, yeah, I misread that. Okay, so she does diplomacy.
My DC's 20 for this.
Okay, she rolls a 26 on her diplomacy grapple check.
So I am smitten.
You are smitten. You're getting a bit stepped on here, Grotus, and yeah, she's got you grappled, and that'll take us to Maz. You heard some weird exclamation from the room to the south, and then the sound of Grotus falling over or hitting the floor or something. You're not quite sure what's going on there.
Maz is just like peeking at the curtain, going, "Grotus, you good in there?"
The curtain is
About to be real good.
No, he's not.
You feel tingly as you touch the curtain.
This is how I want to go.
All right, what are you doing, Maz?
Maz is just like shrugging, and even though she's not about to yuck someone's yum, she's like, "Well, Braz did say that he's not good, so maybe I should check." And she goes through the curtain, and that'll be her move.
Okay, still got 2 actions. So
Well, she'd probably have to move twice in order to get any line of sight on what's going on.
No, you'd be. Let's see, because you were there, so I had to. No, you couldn't. You'd be able to see.
I mean, I can't see according to the map.
Oh.
Looks like she's right on the corner.
Yeah, I mean, if I go to Braz, I'd be able to see, but I don't think I have that much movement.
You should.
You have pretty decent movement as Goblin.
Yeah, you have 25, and you were there, so yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you can Yeah, you could go there. You could go to the space just below Braz if you wanted to. And you guys aren't super huge. You guys can certainly be in the same area.
Okay.
But yeah, Grotus is being held down to the ground.
Broads, did Grotus only take us here so he could go on a date?
No, it just kind of happened, but it has gone south quickly. She's a bitch.
This is why we said Grotus can't date anyone anymore.
He doesn't listen.
Grotus lore, dating problems.
Jeez.
Now on,
The goblins always get him out of a tight spot.
no more Tinder dates, only Christian mingle.
Christian Mingle.
I don't know. I'd be more scared of Christian Mingle.
All right, what are you doing, Maz?
Maz is just gonna be like, God damn it, not again. And I guess I'm gonna target her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do produce flame.
Okay.
There's
Which-
enough already.
All right. You still have one action that unfortunately misses.
I'll just try again.
Okay. Oof. An even bigger miss.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Honker. Everybody's gone through this curtain.
I'll pull out my juggling pins and start juggling my way through the curtain. And
All right. The Honker Act bursts onto the scene. Pins in tow.
I'll step in and see the look that Grotus has for this thing. And with total non-Freudian hostility, Honker will use Chill Touch on her.
All right. Okay, she succeeds on that save.
So she'll just take damage. There you go.
Okay.
8
All
damage.
A little bit of damage.
That'll be my whole turn.
That'll be a turn. Okay. Braz.
Okay, so I'm gonna call Scorch down to start taking care of these bad wolvies.
Woo.
So and then his second action, have him attack that one.
Okay. All right. Scorch, where you be? There you are. Oops. We gotta scroll down to him. That is a hit.
Yeah.
And does a little bit of damage to this guy. Both of these wolves appear, a little bit larger than Scorch since they're whatever unholy ritual was done to them completed. But he seems to be holding his own, at least so far. Anything else?
I'll use my second action to give him one more attack.
Okay. Ooh, critical miss.
That's okay. And then I'll use my last action to attack that dumb bitch myself.
All right. Off we go, being the ultimate wing goblin.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
he does the punchy. We gotta make sure he's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes it's good to be the tank.
All right, critical miss, unfortunately.
So all these
Alright.
critical misses out of the way.
Right. Okay, this one is the one that's by Scorch. Okay, so he lunges back at Scorch, trying to attack. Misses. Oops, let me roll. Try that again. There we go. Now we're at them. Misses. And misses. Grotus, you're currently on the ground and grappled. Let me see. I think.
I can roll an attempt to escape from being grabbed.
Yeah.
By rolling an athletics DC of the creature grabbing me.
Okay.
Or you can go ahead and kiss the girl.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be scared.
At the moon prepared, go on and kiss the girl.
God.
Whoa,
All right.
whoa.
With that, you are able to get yourself out of the grapple.
All right. So that was an action, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You managed to shove her kind of off of you and kind
Okay.
of kick her back a little bit with your feet.
And then comes the drunken stumbling strikes. Here they go. First, I'm going to do a deception. Where it just seemed like I was just getting myself a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to feint with a deception.
Mm-hmm.
Probably didn't work. So I'm just going to start doing the flurry now.
Okay. All right, that is a hit.
Next one. Stunning strike if it hits. No. Okay. That is escaping, fainting, and then flurry is 3 actions for me.
All right. Let's see. That gives us to the other wolf over here. This wolf moves up. You do notice as it moves up here, it almost seems awkward. Would probably be the best way to put it. Almost like it doesn't quite know what it's doing, which seems a bit strange. And it tries to bite at Scorch here. It does manage to do a little bit of damage there. And then completely whiffs the other one. And again, it's like even with the bite, like it almost seems like it doesn't quite know exactly how. Which weird. Top of the order with her. All right, so you kind of kicked her off of you a bit, Grotus, and she's got this, the fire in her eyes is kind of blazing a bit, and she kind of pulls back her hand, trying to scratch at you. You see the end of her fingertips, like the nails on her fingers kind of grow a little bit, becoming a bit pointier. They kind of glint in the firelight here. And she tries to claw at you. Hits. Ooh. That is a hell of a slap.
Ow!
Ooh.
Shite.
Oh,
Shit.
Lover squirrel.
Lover squirrel.
Ouch.
Ouchies. All right. Grotus.
Well, wouldn't you know it? I'm realizing I don't have any healing potions on me. Cool. All right. So she's now flat-footed against me, thanks to her successful melee strikes.
True.
So now she's going to get the flat-footed effect and the accompanying bonus damage in this next one.
All right.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Next, I'm going to faint.
Okay.
Again, see if I can make her flat-footed again.
Okay. 17. Yeah.
Okay, so she's flat-footed again. Next is a flurry of blows, one after the other.
All right.
And here we go. Yeah, buddy.
Nice. That's what we like to see.
So I'm adding in the bonus damage.
Okay.
From the backstab effect. Ooh, good numbers.
Ooh, very nice.
Why is that in half?
That is a good question. Let me see.
I have Mystic Strikes, so that's not like built into my unarmed thing yet, but it's a class feature. My unarmed attacks become magical. They get past resistances to non-magical attacks. So if that's the effect.
Okay. So yeah, then that should be full. Let me apply that manually here. Okay.
Cool. So I'm going to use... Also, that was a stunning strike with my flurry there, so she's going to roll against Fortitude DC to not be stunned.
All right. Fortitude. She rolls a 15.
I think that's below my DC. Let me double check how that works really quick.
I think so, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, Fortitude save against my class DC, or be stunned 1. So I guess my class DC is my class plus my level, or my class level plus 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
And I think that's also plus. I think like one of your bonuses factors into that too. I believe.
I'm pulling that up right now.
I'm pretty sure it's like your main, like whatever is your main.
10 plus their proficiency bonus for their class DC. I don't know what my proficiency bonus. Plus the modifier for the key ability score. So I think for key ability score for monk is I think dexterity.
I believe so. Yeah, that's the one you have the highest.
So yeah, it would be 14. So she just passed it.
Oh, just barely. Okay.
So she's not stunned, but she gets one more attack.
Yep. Oh.
Okay.
Critical hit. Critical miss. Oof. All right. This other fiend back here. It tries to lunge at Scorch and knock him down. So let's see. That would be... What is Scorch's? Okay, 16. That passes. Okay, so he manages to not do that. And... does get a hit with the bite. Alright. The other one here also tries to knock down Scorch. Oop. Unsuccessfully. And there we go. Also tries to bite. Hits. Scorch is looking a little hurt over here. Brings us to Maz.
Maz is going to do field medicine on Grotus.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your medicine check.
Oh, really good.
Oh my god, it rolled up to 2.
I saw it linger.
I thought
on
it
the
was gonna
20.
linger. I thought it was gonna hit that 22. Oh man. All right.
Am I able to do another medicine check for my second action, or is it one per turn?
I believe so. Let me double check how field medicine works. Let's see.
She hero point that if she wanted to.
Yeah, you could. You've got several hero points.
Yeah, if I've been supposed to add anything to my sheet, then I'm not doing it, but
Oh, me either.
We start with 1 per session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just at the top of your sheet. All right, 13. That still does not pass, I believe. So that still does not. Unfortunate. But you still have one action.
she's just gonna try again.
All right. All right, that is enough. So go ahead and roll 2d8. All right,
Nice.
13, respectable. Nice, nice. All right, let me go ahead and manually apply that for you here. 49, 39. Okay, fix that up a little bit there. Braz.
Okay. This has not come up yet. How do you heal your companion? Is it just like with how we heal ourselves?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use my battle medicine too then to try to heal my puppy.
Okay. Nice. That's a critical success. Go ahead and roll 4d8.
Show off.
I won't roll that good the rest of the session. I can guarantee that. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I told you. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, still, it's better than nothing.
Let's see. Where is Scorch? Where is Scorch? There he is. Okay.
Okay, and then I will use my next 2 actions to give Scorch 3 attacks on the Wolfie right in front of him.
Okay, on 4. Got it. All right, Scorch. Ooh, a critical. Nice. All right, that takes down that one.
Well, I guess his other 2 then can go on the other wolf.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so that was what? That was number 4.
Man, aren't you glad that Moog rolls for Scorch and not
Yeah.
you?
All right, so the other ones will be, let me target other Scorch.
I love the blood stuff. It's so awesome.
I know that's such just like a silly little update thing they did at some point, but it's interesting. Oh my god. Okay, Jumperoonie. That's a hit.
Good boy, Scorch.
All right, and you said it was the third one as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Also a hit. Nice.
Just a power bar, get a little more energy, and kick some ass.
We're gonna have to catch like 5 bunnies tonight for him to eat because he's been such a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
He is. All right, which brings us down to Honker.
I'll chuck a juggling club at the Hit the woman.
Okay.
Here. Rip.
Ooh. Rip indeed.
You threw it too hard.
All right, we'll stick with the spells. Do some
Alright.
damage here.
Alright. Nice, nice. Good bit of chill touch damage there.
That's my turn.
Okay. Is she really rolling this good on initiative every single time? Yeah, I guess so. Jesus. Alright. At the top of the order again. Alright, so she tries once again to tackle you, Grotus, with the grapple. So go ahead and do that fortitude. What was it? Or athletics.
She rolls diplomacy against my fortitude DC, which would be 20.
Correct. Okay, so let's. Oh, that's not the right dice. That's not the right dice. Diplomacy. She rolled 25. Alright, so she tackles you. And once she has you tackled, she tries going in for a smooch on you, Grotus. And let's see. Do a will save.
Okay, I wasn't ready for this, but watch and learn, big guy, okay? You're almost a man now. It's time to learn some things.
Oh, God. All right. So, all right. So you are drained 1. Which, let me see what that condition is.
Braz, I'm starting to think that this lady may not be like a lady.
No, she's kind of a hoe.
All right. So you, with drained...
I was going with demon, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you take a status penalty equal to your drain value. So you get a -1 on constitution-based checks. And then you also lose 1 hit point at the moment. But that can go up more the further the condition goes. Okay, so 37. Okay. And with your will roll there, you are feeling very suggestible. Alright. Which brings us to Honker.
I'll do that chill touch one more time here.
Ooh. Okay. She crit successed.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything for her.
Alright, still did a bit of damage.
Oh, actually pretty decent.
Yeah. It's something. Every bit helps. Alright, anything else on your other action?
Yeah, I'll try this juggling club again.
Alright. Bonkaroony.
You can do it.
Hey, you did it. That hits. Go ahead and roll them up. Alright, it's something. Bonks off the head. Interrupts the smooching session going on down here.
You probably hear at least.
Alright. Grotus, you're currently grappled on the ground. You can still... Or wait, hold on, let me check. Okay, you can't... hold on. Maybe not. I'm not sure if you might not be able to try to roll to get out of it yourself right now. Let me check what this all does. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you aren't able to try to roll to get out of this grapple right now. Froze because of that will save.
Can I try to fight?
Yeah, I'd say so. Let's see. I would say,
Yeah, if I'm grabbed, I can't move, but I can.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say while you can't try to get out to escape the grapple right now, I'd say you can still do will saves, to try to get out of this seduction. Hey, there we go. All right,
Oh,
Grotus.
it rolls.
Grotus, you're shaking this off a bit. So that'll be with that shaken off, with that successful will. I mean, you do still have some actions left, so you can try to escape the grapple with your other actions since you shook that off. Okay, and that is enough to get out of the grapple again.
All right. Now it's time for that flurry of blows.
All right.
Oh, and she hit me, so she's flat-footed.
She did.
Bugger. Next one.
That's a hit. All right.
Oh, stunning strike because it was a flurry of blows.
Oh, right, that was
DC.
fortitude. And that was what we determined. That was 14, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fortitude save. She rolls a 32. Not even close. All right. With that strike that you just did on her, you know, you fought her off, fought off the smooches, real Chad stuff right here. Pushed her off. Yep, yeah. This was non-consensual, and you fought it off. Chad action, and you've kind of shoved her away, and you guys have kind of beaten on her a bit as well throughout all of this. And she kind of falls backwards, and as she falls backwards, she doesn't fall backwards. She kind of steps backwards away from you, and as she steps towards the wolf that's behind her, the form of the wolf kind of dissipates a bit, and you see kind of standing there on the ground is a very tiny little creature, which you have seen before. This is a quasit. And if you recall, when you guys were going after Nemia, the eco-terrorist in the forest, there were some quasits in the forest that were playing tricks and trying to fill her bag with rocks. They're little tiny imp dudes. But it seems this other wolf was not actually a wolf at all. It was a little quasit in a disguise, which probably explains the strangeness. But she steps backwards here, and she kind of puts up both of her hands here in the direction of all you guys and says, all right, I surrender. I can see that I am outmatched.
Good. In exchange for your life, you tell us what the fuck's going on right now.
All right, so she kind of continues to walk backwards and then sits herself down on the edge of the bed here, and she kind of takes a few heavy breaths here. You know, sees you all kind of watching. You know, clearly you guys are all mean some serious business, and she kind of lets out a sigh and says, "All right, I admit it. You said that you were from the Hermitage or knew the Hermitage. I did that. I corrupted the Hermitage. That was me. I admit it. I went over there and tried to drum up support. There was this woman as well, and she's almost kind of starting to like break into tears a bit at all this. And she starts going on about how there was this woman that she pushed into attacking Aberton and, going after the people there. And then, among like kind of a bit of blubbering here, she kind of goes into that I work for Captain Cash, the leader. He's trying to destroy the orb at the top of the tower. I don't know what he wants from this or what he hopes to gain by this, but there's more powerful Zolgaths than him that I don't know, but they seem to have some sort of plan with these, and he's just following their orders. All I know is that they are at some abandoned temple in a place called Moonstone Hall.
So there's people here trying to break an orb, and then there's some more fuckers down at Moonstone Hall.
Well, the Aeon Orb here, as you are aware of the Aeon Orb, correct? You live in these lands.
No.
Wait.
I look like a fucking yokel to you. Come on, I got style. Look at these tattoos.
The orb is a magical artifact of great power. It gives life to the land around it. But the Zolgaths, they have some plans with these orbs. I'm afraid I don't know all the details, but I was sent here to assist with their the destruction of this particular one. Moonstone Hall is somewhere beneath the city of Escadar. I'm afraid I've never been there, but whoever Kavnakash answers to, they're probably there, powerful priests. As a payment of sorts for letting me live, I can revoke the profane gift that I gave to Kavnakash if you agree to let me go and let me live.
What gift is that?
You have been to the Hermitage, no? Recently?
Yeah.
Perhaps if you were there, you had met the former priests that I had corrupted that were, blessed with some kind of fiery, unholy demonic rage, yes?
And you're the one who gives people fire blessings.
Yes, well, in the process of their corruption, as with all things being corrupted to the demonic side, there are certain strengths and demonic gifts that are granted. Profane gifts. I deigned to give one of these unto Kavnakash, and if you let me live and escape the tower, I will dispel this gift that I have given to him.
Square deal.
So she nods a bit, and she stands up from the bed and kind of points at the desk back behind you there. If you don't mind, I need to reach the desk over there to do so. Is that all right?
What do you need from the desk?
Materials to dispel the profane blessing.
Grotus is going to axe kick the desk in half.
All right. Roll me a athletics. Well, that desk is kicked in half, squarely. Bam. The various papers and things and whatever was things that were inside some of the drawers that kind of spill out all over the floor.
All right, what you got? We're standing over you.
I just need a few ingredients, and she she kind of tries to get a better look over there, and says the small, there's a small purple vial as well as a small sachet of powder. You can see them there to the right of the desk on the floor. If you could bring me those.
Right about that time, Honker pops up next to her and honks his nose a couple times.
Alchemist, I'm going to put you in charge of that. Just so, you know, I don't know what the fuck it is. You might know what the fuck it is.
I don't trust this bitch.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm putting you in charge, because you know your shit better than I do.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
I just do the drugs and come up with cool names. I don't know what their chemistry is.
Well, you should know what you're putting in your body, Grotus. Yeah, I'll take a look at what's come out of the desk. Make sure she's not trying to pull a fast one on us.
Okay. All right. So you go over and take a look at the things that she had pointed out. The sachet, you kind of open it a bit to take a look, and it seems to be a powder of sulfur. This was particularly from the scent of it, and the vial. You kind of uncork the top to try to get a scent of what might be in here, and this. Let's see here. This vial has a small amount of quicksilver. I mean, you aren't particularly familiar with anything to do with, profane gifts, but I mean, nothing comes to mind in regards to the two of these that you're aware of any funny business.
All right, I don't think there's anything she can do to us with this. Go ahead and hand it over to her.
Okay.
All right. So you take these over to her, and she takes out a bit of this powder and pours a little bit of this quicksilver onto it, and she's kind of rubbing it between her hands and muttering something. You're not really sure what she's saying. It's in a language that you don't understand. But once she has finished, she states, "It is done. I have dispelled the profane gift that I have given to him. May I leave?"
I suppose we had a deal.
Deal is made, but hey, one last condition. Don't you forget about me.
Don't you forget about me.
Very musical.
All right. So the little closet that's with her kind of hops up onto her shoulder, and she moves past you all, kind of heads towards this curtain here. As she walks through the curtain, she kind of turns back in your direction, Grotus, and kind of gives you a little smile and a wink, and then disappears outside into the hall.
Brilliant.
Grotus, you have terrible taste in women.
I know.
All right. So you guys find yourselves, alone here in this chamber. There's a lot of expensive stuff around. if you're feeling.
Oh, did we get a name on her?
You did not, but you could certainly look around and see if you can find anything like that.
Oh, documents. Yeah.
Documents.
Did
Yeah, I should probably
one
look through the
of
stuff
you
she looked on.
not tell us her name? I thought he mentioned someone that went to the Hermitage and then.
That's
corrupted it.
true. While she did not tell you her name, there was mention of a name
Certainly before, yeah.
from Harlock. Harlock, in his explanation of what had happened at the Hermitage, said that there was a woman named Beleni who had come to the Hermitage, and ever since she arrived, that there had been, this kind of corruption spreading through the priests there, as they were kind of influenced that, demonic worship and stuff might be a good thing. So connecting the dots, it seems that this may be the person in question there.
Is it Verenia?
Beleni, Balenni.
Like the shotgun.
God.
And you know what, Maz? You can give yourself an extra hero point for remembering that. Gotta remember to.
The rest of the wreck desk, see if she left any
Yeah.
other alchemist ingredients behind.
Sure. So you guys decide to root around in here. There's a lot of fancy stuff. Surely some things might be worth a little bit. You do find a few things. Let me see. I think there's some stuff in the desk. Hold on. So in in terms of documents, looking over the desk, most of the stuff that you find here are various what look like religious treatises and books, most of which are marked up all over the place with notes in this very ornate, flowing handwriting. Some of it you do understand, some of it is written in something you don't understand, but most of it all seems to be kind of deriding the various religious texts as basically being a bunch of bullshit, and the demons are cool, and stuff like that. In terms of goodies, I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this in the party sheet. There's a lot. For alchemical items, come on.
I like how she makes it like she's gonna help us, walks out of the room, and then we just steal all her shit.
Well, she left it all behind. She could have packed her bag.
There we go. Okay. There is a vial of, or not a vial, kind of a sachet of belladonna, which is also deadly nightshade, a widely available toxin. There is a couple of crystal vials that don't have anything in them, but they can certainly be used for putting things in. There is a mask that is kind of carved in the visage of a demon. It's pretty spooky looking. There's some elegant clothes. There is a elixir, which is looks like some kind of healing elixir. There is a fancy golden statuette that looks like a flying fish. There are a number of very nice silk pillows, and also a couple bottles of very strong spirits.
I'm gonna take the belladonna.
It's all on the party sheet. Feel free to grab what you will from among all of that.
Maybe we'd have to have like a quick pillow fight and then be on our way.
I mean, like, these are definitely up there with, like, well, actually, they probably are some of the nicest pillows you've ever had your hands on. So
It'd be an awesome pillow fight then.
that would be an awesome pillow fight. No time like the present.
Maz is gonna take all the pillows so she can make a pillow fort later.
Gross, I'm gonna tell you, you don't want to play this game with me.
You know what? Since I got to be better about this anyway, everybody go ahead and throw another hero point on yourselves, just because you guys having a fucking pillow fight with these fancy silk pillows is fucking great. I love that.
Do we need to roll to see who wins the pillow fight?
You know what? Why not?
Yes!
I think we'll just do like a flat D20 roll for pillow fight. Damn.
Wow, this is a sad pillow fight.
All right, Grotus, bring us home.
Oh god. Suck it!
So, with these being real fancy silk pillows, you're somewhat unaccustomed to them, and they're almost a bit slippery from the silk texture on them. So you're not getting quite as good of a grip as you would usually get with your kind of usual rough and tumble type pillow. But you know, Braz, Maz, you know, the two of you seem to pretty handily. You know, perhaps it helps that you're able to, you know, get people about the knees a lot easier. But the two of you pretty handily win, however that can be defined.
Well, we're sisters. It stands to reason. We've had plenty of physical altercations in our life.
Fair. That's fair. That does check out that you guys have had the experience.
I think anybody with a sister can attest to that. Wait, or is that my sister?
No, that
Maz
checks out.
must be your sister.
I think any siblings we probably would have had some pillow fight experience, or at least something to that sort. Oh, that's great. All right. Is anybody doing any Heelys or anything before we go onwards?
Girl, is she still looking pretty rough?
Yeah.
Maybe you should take that elixir of life.
I could use like a 10-minute rest to tell some jokes and
Yeah.
get my focus back.
Sure.
Here's a joke for you. Honker walks up to Bellini and says, "Bellini, what's an orgasm?"
Well, Bellini's gone.
That's okay. That's okay. This is a joke.
All right.
So Honker walks up to Bellini and says, "What's an orgasm?" And she says, "No idea. Why don't you ask Grotus?"
Oh my
That's
god.
gotta be the best one yet.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Alright, so the elixir of life. Let's see, I think that's just like a flat roll it had. Let's see. Where is that? There it is. Let's see. Okay, so you get a bonus to your saving throws against diseases and poisons. And you get 3d6 plus 6 hit points. Nice. Alright, so go ahead and roll up 3d6 plus 6, Grotus, and we'll heal you accordingly.
Sorry, do it now?
Are you drinking the elixir of life that Raz gave you? Okay, because so roll 3d6, and then we'll add 6 to that, and that'll.
Pumpkin was on my keyboard, thus the random rolls.
Okay, I was gonna ask what the stealth rolls were for.
My mouse was hovering over that, and then he stepped on the keyboard.
All right, nice.
And then, looks like Maz and Scorch probably need.
Looks like you more than Maz.
Oh yeah, I guess you do have a little bit.
Yeah, so I guess Maz, Braz, if you want to try to treat each other, or Scorch, or whoever, can roll up some medicine.
Try to do Maz.
Okay. Oof.
Wow, we really beefed that.
That's okay. You won the pillow fight. That's what really
Yeah, but
matters.
that's the most important thing.
True. All right.
That's right. We're still in the green, so
Yep.
it's fine.
All right. So here we are. We've successfully ransacked this chamber of anything cool. Where are we going? There was still like in Maz, like you still remember seeing some sort of glowy thing up to the north.
Let's check that out. Oh, check out a glowy thing.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
shiny contact rock.
All right. You guys make your way back in the direction of the stairs and head toward that other. Let me grab Scorch here.
Or there are these 3 stones over here. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Go towards the shiny thing.
All right, going towards the shiny thing first. Okay. As you guys are kind of making your way back this way, Bellini is nowhere to be seen. It seems they left, presumably down the stairs, to make their way out. Get everybody over there. Everybody's over there. Okay, cool. All right. So, in this room here, you see kind of an arc shape of faintly glowing runes on the floor to the northwest corner of the room. And they kind of go from the north wall across over to the west wall, kind of like a quarter of a circle, it looks like. And, from where you are, Grotus, looking down this hallway here, you see there is a door to the north that is currently closed. And there is kind of just in a pile outside the door, you see a long kind of a leather duster coat just laying on the ground here, almost kind of roughly tossed into the corner next to this door. And you can hear like a very faint sound of like a chain, like the rustling of a chain from behind the door.
Interesting.
Oh, and there is also a sign written, although I don't think any of you can read this. Let me double check.
So there's just a jacket behind those glowy runes there.
Yeah, and the sign, and then there's that entrance in the hallway to the north that's closed. But yeah, there's a sign by the jacket, but it's in some sort of scrawl. You don't know what it says.
Huh.
And the sound of chains kind of is coming from like the northwest somewhere.
I'm gonna toss a little rock over the circle of runes towards the jacket.
Okay. All right. So you toss a rock over this way. Nothing out of the ordinary seems to happen. It just bounces over into that corner.
Okay, we'll come back with it.
Okay.
See what the tinging is.
All right. So you head down this hallway to the west here. And there's an entryway to the north that has a door that is shut and locked when you try.
Okay, guys. Navy hand sails, Navy hand signs, Navy hand signs. Kick in the door.
All right. Go ahead and give me, and we'll do like a strength. Yeah, do like a strength roll. All right. That's enough, sure. All right, so you kick in this door, And on the other side, in the dim, in the dim light in here, you see another arc of these glowing runes on the floor. And behind the arc is a kind of interesting looking creature. It's humanoid, but its head is kind of fox-like, and you can see kind of dangling, from behind it, that has like a tail, it appears, and it is currently hanging in chains in a straitjacket from the ceiling behind these runes. Now, Baza, are you awake? I guess you would be awake because you sent that telepathic message. What is your reaction to Grotus here busting in on you?
All you hear is like uns music and him singing nee no 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 nee no, no, nee. I've gone crazy, swinging around the room.
And kind of moves back and forth on this chain here to this little tune he's singing to himself.
All right, I'm gonna let this guy blow off some steam. Come back for that. Hey, Heaney there. Fuck you doing?
Can he see you?
Let me make sure you can see too. Hold on. 1 second.
I'm playing from my tablet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're able to see. Like, it's a little bit difficult for you. It looks like you don't have like full on dark vision, but you have low light vision, so you can make out that there's a dude there who just came busting in through the door, and that he doesn't look like any of the other lizardy dudes that had tied you up and stuck you in here. Like, you can't quite make out a whole lot in the light, but seems to be a regular human.
He's gonna look at you and be like, "Are you my new titanically toothsome, torturamus?"
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, man. You want to get out of here or what?
Depends. Did you bring my jacket with my pesh brandy?
Oh, there's a jacket in the other room. Is that yours?
Oh yeah.
If I let you down, you're gonna do anything weird or whatever.
Absolutely.
All right, fine, fuck it. So I guess Grotus is gonna inspect the chain and figure out how to get this loony down.
Okay. All right. So you come over and take a look at the chain, and getting it down doesn't seem to be too much difficulty. Like, you see it's kind of looped over a hook in the ceiling, and with a little bit of effort, you can kind of, and helped a bit by the rhythmic swinging of Nini here, you're able to get them off of that and at least down on the floor. They're still kind of tied up in this straitjacket of sorts, where they're at least not hanging from the ceiling anymore.
All right.
As he's on the ground, these psychic daggers are going to spread out and start shredding the straitjacket. Like, it's going to be big confetti.
All right. So these daggers kind of appear out of nowhere. What color are these psychic daggers of yours?
He's an electro, so they would be like electric blue.
Okay. All right. So these kind of small blue daggers, kind of shimmering with this and crackling with this energy, kind of just appear in the air around where you are, you and Nini are, Grotus, and start kind of whizzing around, cutting through the straitjacket holding them there. And eventually they are free.
All right. Well, we introduce you to the rest of the gang, and you can pick up your coat.
So
He's
you
more interested in the coat.
So you try to, just kind of walk out of the room with Nini, but you find that whatever these runes are on the floor, they are still keeping you here, Nini. They seem to be somehow these need to be broken if you're going to get out of here.
Got to get one of the magic ones to figure out how to break runes, I guess. I don't know. Gro's gonna try to like kick one really hard.
You can certainly try. You kind of kick your foot at some of these in the ground, but they don't seem to have like a. They don't really seem to be kickable. Like there's nothing to connect with aside from the floor.
Everything's kickable if you try hard enough.
Okay, fair. All right, so Gertis, you head off to find some of the more magically inclined folks. What are you grabbing, like Honker or Braz?
Open call for anybody who can figure out runes.
All right.
Pull them out.
I'm going to touch them and use my sense magic.
Okay.
To see if I know who created them.
Sure. Let's see. Sense magic. What's that? Let me see what that lets you know. I'm guessing that's similar to just like a detect magic, it sounds like. Can't find that anywhere. I'm gonna guess that's what it is. All right, so the
psychometric resonance.
Oh, psychometric resonance. Okay, that's what that's under.
You read the psychic impression left on objects by their previous owners.
Okay. So, what you're able to get out of these is that the runes are written in, whatever language it is that these lizard people use, and while at the moment, at least, since you're the one being imprisoned in them, you're not able to break them yourself, but if someone is able to disrupt them somehow or use some kind of magic to like break the the scrawl of the runes, that should allow this to weaken and get you out.
I don't have any kind of magical smudginess. I mean, besides just trying to break it on the ground again.
I mean, I just blow shit up.
Try to blow up some of the runes.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth a shot.
Yeah, I don't have anything like specific to deal with it, I guess. But
I guess then I'll try an alchemist's fire.
Sure.
We'll go moderate. We'll make a big boom.
All right.
Should I just roll the attack on it?
For that, if you're using that, I would say I don't think there's anything you really need to roll. I would say that's sufficient for this purpose. You chuck this over at some of the runes a little away from people, just to try not to blow us all up here. But you do manage to do enough damage with this. It kind of blasts a pretty decent dent in the floor and the wall where you've chucked this here, and like the alchemist fire kind of spreads there and casts light around the room, which when the room lights up here, you see kind of around the edges of this room are a variety of Zolgath corpses, and the walls seem to be spattered with blood everywhere. And the runes, like, they kind of flicker a bit and then go out. And Nini, you're standing there in the corner, and nothing is restraining you.
He's gonna sprint to his coat.
All right. So you go dashing out of the room here to the south, and then around the corner to the east and run into the room here. You know, Honker and Maj are standing here, and this fox, this kind of crazed looking fox dude comes running in, and then beeline straight for the coat up against the wall here.
Dude's really into his coat.
Before he even takes it off the hook, he's going to reach inside and pull out a flask and take just the longest chug you've ever seen. And he's actually going to have sparkles come out of his ears, and he's going to breathe out like this greenish orange fume from whatever he just consumed.
All right.
This dude's weird that you found, Grotus, but kind of dig it.
Yeah, I figure we need all the help we can get against these weirdos. He ain't one of us, though. They ain't one of us.
Hey, new guy, you got a name?
Yeah.
This would be the point you share it. You're not good with manners, are you?
Yeah. No.
Well, I was gonna ask what your circus talent might be, but I think we done figured it out already.
You're instantly going to hear music and lights blaring in your mind. And he's going to start dancing and moving around, but everybody else is just going to see nothing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, you know, the idiot hanging from a chain, but we can do that. It's, you know, it's cool. We build on it. We build.
All right.
He just kind of shrugs and reaches into his coat and pulls out like this orangish reddish powder and snorts it up his nose.
Alrighty, pal. Got your stash, I got mine.
Want some pesh brandy?
Grotus is gonna go check out over these 3 stones here. Make sure we don't get flanked.
Let's see. I think at least in terms of the offer that Nene gave to you, Grotus, you definitely know what Pesh is.
Okay.
Pesh is a narcotic. Basically, in Pathfinder, it's what is it? What is it called?
It's like opium laced with LSD mixed in brandy.
Yeah, it's from a cactus. It's like peyote. It's like peyote,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
among other things. Mixed with some other stuff. It's a pretty wild concoction.
And then I was walking around sipping this out of a flask.
All right. So, with Nene in tow here, sipping on their little chug juice, chug drug juice here.
Oh, gosh.
Grotus, you're taking a look over here to the west, and you see behind these stones is what looks to be what was like some sort of like resting area or something like that. You see more of these little mounds of grass and dirt and plant matter and stuff that have been kind of strewn out in all of these beds everywhere. Similar to some of the ones that you saw down on the first floor. There is a decently large campfire that is set up. There's columns lining this western hall here, and in between the 2 ones in the middle is a large campfire. Oh, you can certainly get a map. I didn't realize you couldn't see it. There you go. Where was I? But yeah, there's a large campfire here, and then a large opening to the east, which you can't quite see what's in there. But then it continues to the south, and you can see there's the other stacks of stones down where by Beleni's room to the south, where you guys were at before. As you're kind of looking around in here, you see a few more of these little closet guys. As you step in here, they see you, and they kind of go, they make a bunch of various little screeching noises and noises of surprise. Some of them try to just kind of dip under and hide under some of these little plant beds. A couple of them kind of run off to the south out of view.
Yeah, Groat's just gonna yell at him. You guys definitely want to get out of here now. Belenia is unchained. Also, we beat the shit out of her, and she's gonna take it out on you. So get out of here.
A couple of the ones that had like gone and like ducked under some of the bed rolls, they kind of pop back out and then run off to the south in the other direction away from you, where you're kind of shouting this at them.
Okay, cool. Whoa, what's this room?
So in here to the east, you find a. Give me my stuff here. There is an enormous spiral staircase in the middle of this room, which goes upwards quite a ways. Seems to be all the way to the top. You get like a bit of sunlight coming down from the very top, but it is you'd estimate to be about like 100 feet up these stairs. So a nice little bit of cardio to get up there. Next to the doorway to the north, there is a large, jagged circle of iron that looks like it maybe was like part of a cauldron or something once, but it hangs from a kind of rough frame made out of wood and bones, and a large stone hammer kind of rests against the wall next to it. Looks kind of like a gong.
Oh dear. Okay. He's gonna yell back to Bras, like, we gotta get everybody together right around here. Something big a coming.
And then Roz will holler down to the rest of them to come on down.
Come on down. Da, da, da,
You're the next contestant.
da, 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 da. All right, let's get everybody over here. All right, let me grab where needy. There. Oh, here. Let me just make this a little bit easier. There you go. Now you should be able to actually see. There's enough light over here by this campfire that you should definitely be able to see. All right. So you all kind of gather around here. This big staircase. With how long it's been, I actually should have done another one of these rolls here. All right. So, as this has all been going on, like with Beleni and going around getting her new friend out here, there's continued to be some sort of activity from above, some sort of fuckery going on with the orb, and as you're all kind of gathering up here, there is a kind of massive peal of thunder that kind of echoes throughout the tower. It almost seems to come like right down this staircase, so it's particularly loud for all of you here where you're standing, and then continues echoing throughout the stone halls of this place.
It sounds exciting, guys.
There we go. So, yeah, here we are at the bottom of this huge staircase leading up to what appears to be the top of the tower and whatever the hell is going on up there. Is anybody wanting to do any last minute things before we head up to the top?
I'm ready to rumble.
Oh, Nit, you just disconnected. Did your tablet fall asleep? Uh-oh.
How many tens of minutes did we get to hang out while I told bad jokes?
I mean, I'd say given like the pillow fight and the various ransacking of the room, you guys probably, you probably could have been like a good 20 minutes or so in there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. But yeah. Anything anybody's wanting to do before we head on up?
I'm ready.
You ready? Oh, and oh, there they're back. Welcome back. Alrighty. So you guys head in here, head towards these stairs, kind of looking up at this pretty hefty climb. Like I said, it's looks to be about 100 feet up these spiral staircases. So get your hope your calves are ready for a workout.
Our glutes are gonna look amazing.
Yep, yeah, you guys they're gonna pop. Whew. Alright, so you guys head up these stairs and make your way to the top. Let me get everybody scooted over onto this map. I should actually.
Here's the map.
Oh, sure. Well, we're moving to a different map right now, so let me get this one on and. Oops. There we go. Alright. There's Maz, Honker, Scorch, Browse. Alright, new map. Zoom in here. Okay. So, after a bit out of breath, but you guys make your way to the top here, and your eyes are kind of adjusting to the sunlight as you find yourselves on the top of this ziggurat structure you guys have been going up through the middle of. Here on the top is a sun-shaped platform of what looks to be some kind of marble, and it is just kind of sitting on top of the flat, kind of red mud brick summit that the rest of this tower is made out of. There's 4 large columns, kind of around some of the corners of the northeast, southwest, whatever corners of this, that are holding up another marble slab, which is over the center of this, kind of covering that central staircase, protecting it a bit from the rain and such. But there are no walls. You guys have a fantastic view right now from up here in this open-air platform of the Isle of Arran entirely, the inner sea to the south, and then the Isle of Kortos beyond, which for most of you holds some not so great memories. Isle of Kortos is where you guys previously were at when you were with Mistress Dusklight in the city there. But around the edge, kind of right near the edge of this big sun shape, there is a blazing ball of light that looks like to be a few feet in diameter, and it swings around the edge of the tower, just kind of circling it, and in the process kind of cast, like the shadows up here kind of continuously swirl around as this cycles around the edges of this platform here. The orb, you don't feel any like heat coming off of it. You know, like it looks like it's burning. You'd expect there'd be some kind of warmth coming off of it, but instead of heat, it gives off light, and you get this feeling of kind of growth and life, kind of emanating up within you. It's kind of a comforting feeling that seems to emanate from this orb. All around up here, kind of littered around the edges you see, and then just kind of all over the place in various little heaps and piles. There's ripped nets, there's broken poles, there's other debris, there's various, look like diagrams of something drawn in charcoal onto the marble. It looks like various attempts of things. And over to the east of you here, you see there is a quite large bird-like creature, and accompanying it is another one of these Zulgaths, these lizard dudes that you guys have been seeing. And he is wielding a pretty decently sized stone hammer that glows with this kind of blue light on the end. He's kind of standing towards the edge here. And every time the orb kind of comes around the circle where he's at, he is taking a swing at it with this hammer, which is, you know, giving off this kind of ringing energy wave that you guys have been feeling throughout your entire time in this place. But he keeps going at it. The ball's going around decently quickly, so it's fairly regular interval that he keeps striking at this thing. And you hear him, you know, after each strike, you know, the ball keeps kind of continuing onwards around the orb, and you hear kind of muttering and sounds of frustration in a language you don't understand from him as he keeps trying. This large animal next to him seems to be kind of preening at one of its wings, it seems. It doesn't really have any feathers to preen, but it's making that kind of motion towards one of its wings or trying to tend to it somehow.
Rotus is ready to rock and roll. You don't want that guy to bang another beat. He's gonna just, ready to charge in, flying kick at the guy's face.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and everybody go ahead and roll up initiative then. If we're just coming up the stairs and charging right in on him.
I don't want him to bang that thing no more.
All right. So, let's see here. Top of the order. Let's see, Scorch goes with Braz. So, Captain Cash. All right. So, you know, you guys come up the stairs and kind of start rushing in the direction of this Zulgath here. And he, you know, pauses. He was kind of getting ready for another smack at this thing as it came around, but he pauses and turns around and sees you here. And it's kind of hard to make out his expression a bit just because he doesn't have your typical face. But it seems the frustration of working on trying to do whatever he's trying to do to this orb and then being interrupted by this bunch. And you especially, Nini, you notice as you look, he sees you in particular, and he says something that sounds derogatory and kind of spits on the ground, seeing that you are out and about. And let's see, what can he do here? All right, so he swings his maul hammer thing around his head a bit, and he tries to, as he swings it, he stops. Oop, that hit my microphone stand. Ow. He swings it around and stops, like pointing in near all of your direction here. And let's see. Target. Whew. All right. So Honker and Nini and Scorch and Maz and everybody but Grotus. You guys are kind of hit with this wave of force from this and are pushed backwards 10 feet from your current position. So we'll scoot you guys all back. Except you, Grotus, not you.
Oh, okay.
You're good. You successfully dodged that. But the rest of you, there's kind of this wave of force that comes out of the end of this guy's maul and kind of blasts you backwards with this kind of invisible wind. Except for Grotus. Grotus holds his ground. Which brings us to Maz. Nit, did we lose you? We might have.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I think they were wavering a bit on the edge there. All right, let's see. I'll grab her sheet here. Let's see from here. All right, so Maz moves. Let's see. Moves up over here and readies the hoops off of her hips and starts chucking them in his direction here with a hit. Nice. And tries another one with the other hoop. Hit and a miss. Still worth something though. Honker.
Okay, I will. Oh my, got a little window creep here. I will blast at this cabinet cache here
Mm-hmm.
with my trusty, rusty chill touch.
All right. All right. He succeeds on that save, but still go ahead and roll the damage. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, with my remaining action, I'll move forward to like here.
Okay. All right. This large bird animal here. It spreads its wings a bit. One of the wings seems a little off kilter from the other compared to the other one. But it spreads its wings a bit and lifts itself off the ground just a bit. And let's see. 10, 15. And it does like a swoop past, like at Maz, and tries to strike at them and kind of land past them here. Let's see. Maz hits. Rolling minimum damage on that one at least. But lands behind Maz, kind of over here on the northern end of the platform. Grotus.
It is time. Yeah, that big old bird's in punching range. Grotus advances straight towards it, drops into his stumbling stance, and does a flurry of blows.
Alrighty. That's a hit.
Love it. Stunning strike as well. Go ahead and beat that fortitude save, but do it anyway.
Alright, fortitude save. It rolls an 18.
Okay. Bonus isn't as bad, so I can keep trying. All right, you pelican, let's make this brief. That was the end of my turn.
Alright. That brings us to Nini. Show us what you can do.
Can you even fight? You're not even a circus performer.
Okay, Mimi's gonna run over by the bird dude, get Maz out of the line of sight. Oh yeah. And he's going to amp his spell and throw Shattered Mind.
Okay.
So with the amp, this is a 60-foot cone of damage. It rolls die 10s as an amp. I have point stat spin for this.
Okay.
And it's a will DC save, so I got him targeted. I'll roll it.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Kavnakash critically succeeds, but the large animal fails. So go ahead and roll whatever you got to do for...
So that's plus 3, 11, and the bird's stupefied.
Stupefied, you said?
Yeah, I got it.
Stupefied. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what that particular status does. Let's see. Penalty equal to intelligence, charisma. Well, okay. Nice. All right. Was that 8? Was that a damage roll? Was that what that one was, or does this not do any damage and it just stupefies?
No, that was 11 damage. It's supposed to be 2d4 normally, but when I amp it, it goes to 2d10.
2d6. Oh, nice. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and apply that here. 15, 23.
Yeah, I have 2 focus points I get to spend and amp when I choose.
Nice. All right. So with this, this shatter mind goes out, and you see this bird, this giant bird creature, kind of lets out this screech, and it seems to be its head kind of is rolling around a bit. You can see its eyes are wide, and it seems to be almost kind of confused looking in its motions here. Anything else, Nina, or is that the end of your turn?
Oh, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do. Okay. Braz.
Okay. So I'm gonna move a little closer to Kavnakash.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get Alchemist Fire Moderate and chuck it at him.
All right.
Damn
Dang.
it.
Misses. It still splashes, so you just still get the splash from that landing on the ground. It's kind of splatted all over the ground near him there.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Anything for Scorch?
No, I used all my
You used all your actions. Okay. All right, Kavnakash. Man, these guys just have really good initiative. They always are at the top of the fucking order. Let's see. Kavnakash. Let me make sure he's not targeting everybody. Okay. So, Captain Cash, he heads in your direction, Braz, kind of trying to avoid the alchemist's fire on the ground. See, 5, 10, fine. Okay, he doesn't quite make it to you. But as he gets close to you here, Braz, kind of similar to some of the other of these Zolgaths you've been coming up upon, they have they reek. Like, they stink something fierce. And go ahead and roll me a fortitude save. Nice roll. Okay, you are not affected by this. Like, this stench comes over you, but you've been around some stanks before and managed to fight this off. Which brings us to... Let's see, can he do any of this quite... I guess he would use his other action to get all the way up to you, but then he wouldn't have anyone to attack. Alright, so, the large bird here, it's got a bunch of people around it. It's stupefied. It's taken some penalties to its things, but it still tries to lash out a bit here. It attempts to attack at you, Nini, with its beak. Hits. And tries again. Misses on that one. And critically misses the third time. It continues to kind of loll its head around after it connected with you the once. Maz here, seeing Braz in trouble, heads over around in this direction and busts out, or kind of puts the hoops together for the two-handed strike here. With a critical.
Beautiful.
Nice. A nice fat 14 damage with that hoop strike. Good stuff. Goes in for another. A second hit. Adds a bit more onto the top of that. And to finish it off, let's see, this takes... Yeah, this just takes one. Cool. They kind of conjure a small ball of flame in their hand and lash it out, kind of trying to strike at him in melee distance here with this flaming orb. And... cast. Misses, unfortunately. Needy.
Realizing the dude's about to whack two people, he's gonna run through this bird's space, knowing he's gonna probably get hit. So that invokes an attack, right?
There isn't really the attack of opportunity thing in this. It works. It's like a specific feature that things have to have. So,
well, he is going to make or attempt to make Krav Maga have the forbidden thought, where if he strikes, he gets to fuck with his mind.
Okay, so that goes into place if like he hits or if he just attempts to hit.
If he does anything.
If he does anything, okay. He fails that save.
So he decides to attack or strike at them in any way. He immediately takes over. And then once he chooses again, he has to roll until he succeeds. And this goes away.
Okay, so... Oh, interesting. That is a cool spell.
It's called Forbidden Thought. It's one of my cantrips.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it here. Okay. Cool.
That's pretty nifty for a cantrip.
Yeah, that is really nifty for a cantrip. Like it doesn't do like a huge amount of damage. Like it's a 1d6 if they try to do whatever it is, but that's still kind of cool that you can kind of prevent them from something in a way with that. That's super cool. Any other actions?
No, I think it's all three.
Okay, sounds good. Honker.
Well, I feel safe where I'm at. I'll keep working on this Kavna cache.
Okay. All right. He succeeds on that save, but the chill touch still does its work.
And I'll miss with my sling. That'll be my turn.
All righty. Grotus.
Grotus. Gonna keep striking at the large animal.
Okay.
And it didn't do any damage to me, right? No, it still hasn't. So
It's not. It was striking at Nini.
I'm gonna faint at it. I'm gonna like raise my backhand up to it, like it mouthed off to me, and, and then I'm gonna actually kick it. Hopefully, get off guard.
All right. The 22. Yep.
Okay, great. So it's gonna get flat-footed, and hopefully bonus damage.
Sweet. That's a hit.
Cool. Put the damage in there. And flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
Bummer. Big bummer. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Which brings us back to Braz.
Okay. Since this dude is all up in my business, I'll smack at him with my club.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Don't mean to interrupt. I just noticed it was doing half damage again. Is that another thing where magic would bypass that?
Let me check. I'm not sure why that one would be. I don't see anything that denotes why that would be the case. Huh. Yeah, I don't see anything listed on there as to why that would be. Let's see. So that would have been
4 damage instead of 2.
4 instead of 2. Okay, sure. Let me fix that. Fixed. Cool. All right, Braz. What's up? All right. Club with a miss. And a critical miss. Oof. Woofs all around. Unfortunate. All right. Which brings us back around to Cavendish here. Let's see. So he raises up his maul here, which is, continuing to glow with this blue color. And he raises it up, seems to like chant something, and then brings it kind of smashing down onto the ground, which, since this is technically a melee strike, that would trigger the damage from Nini's. Go ahead and roll that d6 for me.
Yeah, I'm figuring out what's wrong with this thing. I put 2d6 in there. I'm trying to take it out.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look. Let's see. Forbidden Thought. 2d6 mental.
It's only supposed to have one.
Yeah, let me just clear the dice out of it and then put one back in. Oops. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Now it's right. Oh, 1. Okay. Let me go ahead and put that on there, though. So as he brings this smashing down, this forbidden thought kind of triggers on him, and kind of sends this pain kind of going through his mind. But he does still at least complete this strike on the two of you here. Hitting Maz, missing Braz. Ooh. Alright. Why did that still do... That should not have done damage to Braz. Hold on, I will fix that. Okay, fix that. And both of you get pushed back 10 feet from him, from where you were, with this kind of blast of energy that comes out from that. And after he does this, you see him kind of chant something more, and the kind of color of his maul changes a bit to, it looks like a kind of a purplish hue. The large animal over here, this bird thing, it kind of spins around a bit, kind of sees you kind of up under its business here, Nini, and tries to strike at you between its legs down here. And a 1 with a miss, and a 2, another miss. Misses all around. Maz is looking a bit hurt from that strike, hangs back here by the stairs and tries to go at it with the hoops. With a miss. And a hit. Nice. 7. Alright, missing a hit and a miss. Raz.
Okay, since I'm not right up on him, I'll go ahead and craft another alchemist fire. Chuck that at him.
Oh, which reminds me, I needed to fortitude. Okay, Maz passed the fortitude. I guess technically you too, Honker. You'd also be rolling a fortitude save from the distance you are from him. So if you want to give me that real quick, I forgot that I should be doing that.
And I'll just use my third action to craft
Okay,
another.
you're good. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, Scorch continues hanging out over here. Nini.
Okay, I was just checking I could do this. He's had enough of this crab in the cash, dude. So he's going to send Astral Rain, which is basically a cloud of knives, throwing stars, any demented bladed weapon you can imagine flying at this dude.
Alright. Alright, he critically succeeds on his save, but I'm sure that still does damage of some sort.
It doesn't. Oh, wait, why did the large animal get killed?
Oh, it looks like you were targeting it. Oop, here, let me fix that. It's still got a little bit left.
And that cloud stays in place. This is something I can keep on him every turn, but
Oh,
I
very
lose
cool.
the forbidden thought. So his next turn, I get to whack him again.
Sweet, very cool. All right, Honker. You did save on that fortitude throw that we needed, so you are good. You are unaffected by the stink.
Okay.
And you're up.
Honker I will go ahead and yeah, same thing, I guess.
Chill touch, all right.
It's pretty effective.
It is pretty effective. All right, go ahead and roll them up. All right, and your other action.
We'll try this sling. Oh, hell
Oh, a crit.
Nice.
Will it be enough? Whoo!
Beautiful.
What a way. Nice one. Crit with the sling finally comes through. Right between the eyes. David and Goliath style.
Hell yeah.
Bam. All right. Which leaves us with the big animal here. Grotus, can you take us home?
Grotus been beaten up, brought back to life, and done a lot of cool stuff today, but he's got one last thing to say. Shut up, bird. Here it comes.
That's a hit.
That was the wrong damage die, sorry.
Oop.
There we go. So I guess remove the 5, because I'm going to do more hits.
All right.
God damn it.
Whew.
Final strike.
Ah.
Okay, alright, whatever.
Damn. All right. But thankfully, Grotus,
Hey,
you're
what
at
do
the
you know?
top of the order again.
Here it comes.
Chance for the second wind. Oh, come on. There we go. That's a hit. And that is all we needed.
Alright, we did it.
That's all she wrote. All right. Big splats. Big splats for that one.
Oh, I added magic to my damage type, so I think it bypassed whatever resistance.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Looks like that did seem to fix it there. All right. So with these two down, like as these two fall, all of you up here on the top of this platform, you all kind of feel yourselves lift off the ground a little bit, like a few inches. So you're all kind of floating a bit. And you feel the kind of energies of this place surround you. You're all kind of surrounded with this bit of a glow from this tower. And while you don't really you don't really hear any like words in particular, but you get the feeling that the Aeon Orb is sentient in some way. And it has bequeathed some kind of reflection of itself onto you all for what you did here today. And what that is you have been granted a resonant reflection of life from the Aeon Orb of Aaron Tower. And what this does is it gives you a, let's see, a trait, a magical healing trait, which makes you regain double the normal number of hit points when resting. And the healing that you gain from long-term rests are similarly doubled. In addition, you can also focus this healing energy to accelerate your healing processes even further, which is a once per, the accelerated thing is a once per day effect that you can use, which gives you fast healing 3 for 1 minute. And that goes up as you guys level up. But you all now are blessed by this Aeon Orb with this.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's going to come in real fucking handy. So, let me... it doesn't really have a... It doesn't seem to really be like a thing I can put, unless maybe they... Unless they happen to like put this in feats or something somewhere. Let me see. Otherwise, I'll have to just make it like a note. Let me make it a spell. Oh no, a trait. A trait, maybe. Let's see. You are resonant. Is it? No. Okay, I'll probably just have to put that into a note, and I'll just like drop it into the notes page of everybody, so we all have it just in case. But yeah, so that is now a thing. But yeah, you guys find yourself on the top of this tower. You seem to have successfully cleansed it of this Zolgath incursion. You're still not really entirely sure what exactly they were up to up here, or why. But at least for now, perhaps the city of Aberton and the people around here will be able to recover a bit. The nature is healing.
Yay! We did get some info, or some leads from Millennia about
You did.
what other places where more nasty business might be up to, and that might be where we take the circus next.
That might be. Cool. Well, I think for tonight we'll call it right there and kind of pick up on the aftermath of this particular chunk of things next time. But that is actually the end of like the, well, at least whatever. I think next time will be like the technical end, but this is like the end of the main stuff in this particular part of the modules. We'll be heading into the second chunk of this Extinction Curse here soon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. We will see you guys all next time.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Good gaming, everybody.
Hell yeah.